Conflict at work can be caused by a number of things. It can start off with people not getting on, restructuring a company whereby people change the jobs and it causes different roles to come into play, which then if you were working as peers beforehand and then somebody perhaps gets a promotion that you wanted, you went for, they got it above you. It can then lead to confrontation between two people that were friends because they feel like they've been told what to do by that person. Or it could be that that person is new into the role and they're struggling to know how to delegate, when to delegate. If there's not a great understanding between two people and what can be happening in their lives privately, it can lead to conflict and disagreements. And if it's not dealt with at an early stage by themselves, by a third party, by other managers, it can escalate and it can lead to people feeling uncomfortable in each other's presence. If the problem isn't dealt with, then it can lead to people taking the issues home with them. It can lead to people beginning to suffer with mental health issues on a scale of it, depression, feeling down, feeling anxiety, not wanting to go into work, going home, taking that anxiety home. It can then start causing problems back in the family life with children, partners. Waking up in the morning and not wanting to go to work, getting in that car and feeling physically sick at the thought of going in, and that can then escalate to people taking time off, whether it be they start taking their holidays because actually I don't want to go in, or sick days, which can then escalate and lead into longer sick leave, and ultimately if it's left for a long time it's costing the organisation, the business, and it can end in tribunals. It can end with people leaving or being asked to leave. So if it's dealt with at an earlier stage, that could be avoided. A mediator could avoid the tribunal because if it's dealt with at an early stage and those feelings are dealt with and that conflict's dealt with at an early stage, then it will stop it having to perhaps escalate within the company, whether that is within HR, with other managers, bringing in other organisations. Yes, you may be bringing in an independent mediator earlier, but it would definitely be cheaper and more cost effective. There is a lot of benefit with training HR managers and other people within the organisation. It may not be that they use a full mediation straight away, but they'll have the skills and the techniques and the tools to perhaps identify conflict at an earlier stage, try and tackle it themselves and help the two people or however many people involved in it. And it will, yes, it will then tackle it earlier rather than leaving it to escalate. I think that is based on every individual case. You may have somewhere somebody is already trained within the organisation who can help at an earlier stage and help try and alleviate those issues that are causing the conflict. However, if not, get a mediation in as soon as possible. Try and get those people to talk to each other, get a better understanding of why this is coming about, because that's the other thing that we hear a lot of, that actually I didn't realise that person felt like that. I didn't realise that that person was going through that personally. And getting that understanding changes people's perception of each other and actually how they treat each other. Mediation can work absolutely anywhere. Anywhere where there is conflict, mediation can work. The process is always the same. The skills that you use when you're dealing with those individuals is where it differs. And that's why it's not one model fits all. You have to adapt to the people that you're working with, their needs, their wants, their responsibilities.